It was crazy how a year and a half, 2 years got summed up in a day and a half.
Elephant Mountain produces a surplus of bighorn sheep. We finally hit a point where we needed to relocate animals. We were above carrying capacity and we weren't getting a lot of rain. When we hit that point where we were 60 to 70 animals over what we thought we could handle, that's when we decided, okay, we need to go ahead and make this move.
One of the things that we look for, potential restoration site, obviously it has to have the habitat, the water, the escape cover, everything that's needed for a bighorn to thrive.
Franklin Mountains make a great home for the bighorn sheep because it's surrounded by the city. It's kind of isolated and there's no exotic sheep in this area like the Aoudad, which pose a threat to bighorn sheep populations across Texas and western states.
There's not kind of any historical disease there, but it's also a restoration project. Site that had animals removed a long time ago, it's now able to be rejuvenated essentially with this healthy population.
Land your nose, 1 o'clock, 100 yards out.
Because this was such a high-profile capture, because there was a lot of interest, not just within the department, but our NGOs. I just had the trust that, you know, this is the vision, this is the goal, and everybody's working towards that same goal. Luckily, I'm surrounded by a good team.
Ready, coming across. Good one.
And it was a cloudy day. It was kind of windy. We weren't really sure if we were going to start capturing right off the bat. But once we got fired up and those first 3 animals came in there, you could see the emotional response from everybody that was there. That's what they wanted to see. That was that first step to success.
Amazing. I've never been a part of something like that, never seen it. And to some people that was, oh yeah, been there, done that. But for someone who's never been around bighorn sheep, never been to a translocation or a capture event, it was just breathtaking.
We wanted to make sure that the bighorns that were captured and translocated to the Franklins were clean.
All right, did you hear this one's coming in hot already? So we'll work fast on this one.
We were gambling a little because we were somewhat confident that the bighorns from elephant were clean of that mycoplasma. We made the decision to go ahead and send the trailers back, hoping that before the trailers got to the Franklins that we would get the thumbs up. So we were about halfway there, and we hadn't got the call, and I guess the tension was rising, just rising a little bit, and then finally we get the call. I get goosebumps. I get the call, and he says, they're all clean. I got on the radio, and I said, man, I got some news for you, and I kept it quiet, and everybody's like, what? Yeah, I got some news for you. They're all clean. And I could almost, we were all kind of scared out, but I could almost, he was like, yeah!
There were several woohoos that came in afterwards.
I was with the last trailer when I pulled up and I saw the multitude of folks, and I thought there might be 30 or 40 or 50. State Park folks, they estimate there was about 600 folks there. It was insane.
Just seeing how much support there was for something like that. A lot of people might say, oh, that's neat, that's cool, but then hundreds of people showing up. We are doing some good work, or people actually care about it, not just me.
I think this is something that I definitely will feel proud of as being a part of the Texas legacy, where I was there that day, working those sheep, finding which ones were pregnant, and now some of those babies are on the mountain. Like, it's you kind of always internally connected and being a part of that restoration process.
The only clean source of desert bighorn sheep in Texas was Elephant Mountain. And we had all our eggs in that one basket. We did our part. We got the sheep here. The El Paso folks are here to receive them. It's a major, major step in the future of desert bighorn sheep restoration in Texas.